Hey yo, welcome into Juno Talks Ball, where we speak everything United with Manchester United coming up against Sheffield United this weekend. It is great to have football back, especially after the treacherous 2 weeks that we've just had, knowing that Sheikh Jassim has pulled out of the bid for Manchester United and that um, Radcliffe is basically getting a 25% share in Manchester United. There has been many reports, many PR spins that he's going to be taking over the football side of Manchester United. However, there's been reports by the Times that Joe Glazer will basically be sitting on the panel with him and Sir David. Sir David is basically an employer of Sir Jim, and Sir David basically is like his sports guru. He basically consults with him on anything regarding sport, because Sir Jim is obviously involved in many sporting spheres. Um, he owns a third of Mercedes Benz in Formula One. He owns Nice. He owns a Swiss club. He owns is involved in cycling. So he has all the sports ventures, and now he has a 25% stake in Manchester United. In my personal opinion, I think he should pull out. I know initially the reports was that he's going to take over the football inside, but now that Joel wants to have a panel, I actually think he should pull out because then the Glazers will basically have nowhere to go, and they'll have to turn back to Sheikh Jassim, which is what all the fans want. I don't see him doing that, but that's just my advice to him. Anyway, guys, I've tried to let's push this negativity aside. Football is back. We have a great manager in Erik ten Hag. Um, he is trying to install his system, his vision into the team, and um, hopefully over the break, he has managed to come up maybe with a better way, because Manchester United has been struggling after 8 games. We had a brilliant game going into the international break, but we need to keep that up going forward. And at least now we know we can rely on Scott McTominay. At least we know we can rely on Scott McTominay. I've seen a lot of creators basically saying that now we must start Scott McTominay. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. He doesn't have to start Scott McTominay. At least he knows he can rely on him. And I mean, he can basically, I actually think Scott McTominay next to his name, if Erik ten Hag has his position there, he should scratch it out, say, and make it either second striker or striker. And at times when you want to give Rasmus a break, you can always bring on Scott McTominay for the last 10 minutes, or when we're behind, you can leave Rasmus on and you can play Scott McTominay as the second striker. So that is an option now going forward. And I was outraged that Fred was sold and Scott was still here, but maybe it wasn't the worst things, showing that Scott basically showed his value and showed that he's actually more of a striker than a midfielder, because he just goes missing in the midfield, man. He just goes missing. Anyway, guys, so this is my team that I think this isn't the team that I would pick. I did a video called Strongest 11. You guys can go check that out. That's the team that I think has been the greatest. Yeah, that's the team that I've seen that's probably played the best football this season. That's the players that I think need to start. If I don't think Erik ten Hag is going to start that team, I think he's going to go with Rasmus. I know Rasmus had a injury ski. However, um, it doesn't seem so. I haven't seen or heard any reports coming out that he's out. He just had a serious tackle that could have broken his back. And I honestly think that they should look into that, even though the game is done and the referee's decisions have been made. I honestly think they should look into that. And then I think he's going to play Rashford. Rashford, in all honesty, I watched that England game. I think Rashford was missing for most of the game. He scored a good goal, but I don't think he had a great game. It could be that what's his name? Um, Bellingham. It could be that Bellingham basically stole like all the thunder because Bellingham and Kane was just running the show. Oh my word! And that's the thing. You expect so much more from Rashford. He's no longer a youth player. He is an experienced player in this Manchester United squad. I would even say he's a senior player, and many say that he is the guy, he's the face of Manchester United, and he is the guy at training. So we expect more from Rashford. Hopefully, he goes on to fine form. Hopefully, he can keep that width and only come in when he needs to. His decision making needs to be better, and I'm sure many of you will agree with me. I think Anthony needs to go on the right. I don't think we have a better right winger than Anthony at the moment. I know Anthony's numbers haven't been great, but Jadon Sancho's numbers has been worse. So Anthony is our best right winger. We also have Facundo. I don't think Facundo is there yet. I think give him time. I think he'll get there. Sorry guys, my eyes itching. Give him time. I'm sure he will get there. But for now, I don't think he's there yet. I think he needs cameos here and there. And I don't think we need to give up on him. I think he is a great player, and I definitely think he's one for the future. He, I want to say his ceiling is high, but I want to talk too soon. But from what I've seen, he has what it takes. I think. However, he just needs more time. Then I think we're gonna play Bruno in the 10. Honestly, think we need to play Bruno in the 10, man. This Bruno out on the right wing makes me sick. It is either you're gonna play um, the wingers on the wings and you're gonna play Mount in the 10, or you're gonna play Bruno in the 10. Seriously, guys, I don't want to see the two of them on the field together. And if they are on the field together, that's all good and well, but then Ten Hag needs to come up with a system where the width is constantly provided by the right back. And I do think he'll eventually get there. That's why I do think he's maybe playing the two of them at the same time. If you think about it, he could be playing the two of them because once he has all his players back, he could maybe revert to a diamond where the width is being held by the right back and the left back. However, at this moment in time, we don't have all our players and we cannot do that. So seeing Bruno on the right or even seeing Mount on the right, they're too narrow, man, and it irks me. It irks me. Then I think we're going to play Mount and Cass. I know Casemiro had a injury scare over the weekend. Yeah, over the weekend. He went off with an ankle injury. However, he played against Uruguay um, in Brazil's 2-0 defeat to Uruguay. So he's obviously, it's not what initially we thought it was. Obviously, I would advise Manchester United to look into it. However, I seriously hope that he is not injured. And I seriously hope that he finds the form that he needs to find because we need Casemiro. I don't think he's been great this season. I know he's our top goal scorer, but I don't think he's been great this season. But we seriously need him firing. We need all our players firing. We need Rashford firing. We need Mount firing. We need Bruno firing, especially the three main ones Rashford, Bruno, and Casemiro. They haven't been great this season, so we need them to find their form. Um, and I do believe in those players. I just think that now that in this time that they're not in form, I do think they need to be dropped. However, Casemiro cannot be dropped because Amrabat is unfortunately injured, which is just flipping crazy, man. Then I think Regulon. I heard that after the break he's gonna be back. So Regulon, I'm so happy that we have Regulon and Deloitte, guys. We've needed this. Who would have thought that it would hinder so much? But we've needed our right back and left back, man. We've needed it so badly. I think we might also see a better Rashford with Regulon on the field because it gives him license to go inside because Regulon keeps that width. This is what I'm talking about. I think the way things are going, it might be that the width is being kept by the right back and the left back. And then at centre back, I think we'll see Maguire and Varane started training again today, which is really close to the weekend. But I do think he's professional. He'll probably do a late fitness test. However, I do think he'll play. yeah, if he doesn't play, you'll see Evans come in and maybe we'll bring Varane on. But yeah, that is my team. Anyway, we are playing against Sheffield United, and just a little bit on Sheffield United. Sheffield United is the worst team in Europe. So there's no excuses to lose us as bad as we have been. There's no excuses to lose to the worst team in Europe. They have 1 point from one draw, and they have 7 losses, and they have a negative 16 goal difference. So we should honestly take this opportunity to try and get um, some confidence, man. Some confidence. I would like to see Rashford score another goal. I'd like to see, I'd like to see Bruno actually adapt his play. This is what many people want to see. I want to see Bruno adapt his play, um, and I also want to see Cass sit. I want to see Cass sit. I want to see Mount doing all the work. Casemiro sitting. Bruno trying to drop, but not too much. I don't think Bruno is great against when it comes to getting across the field, but Mount is excellent at it. So I do think Mount's the one that's going to support both Casemiro and Bruno and balance out the midfield. I honestly think if this is the case and we have our right backs and our left backs going forward, Casemiro sitting by Maguire and Varane, Mount doing the work, coming back to help um, Casemiro when needed, and also going up to help Bruno in attack when needed, I do think that we are going to be unstoppable, and hopefully this will work, and hopefully Bruno just leaves at Hollywood passes at home, and he keeps on retaining the ball, and the wingers give Rasmus some needed service. I don't want to see Rasmus have a graveyard shift. He's such a great footballer. He's a great striker. He has so many great attributes, and he has the fire burning inside of him. And I just want to see him get his opportunities, man. I want to see him get service. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, please, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are working on bringing you as much content as possible. I really do hope you enjoy um, the content, and let me also know down below what else you would like to see me talk about. I don't only talk about Manchester United, I mainly talk about Manchester United, but in future you'll see me also talk about different football topics. So let me know down in the comments what you would like me to speak about, and we can have a conversation in the comments. I mean, I'm open to it. Maybe I'll even in future, if things go well, maybe I'll have a Discord. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.